We're going to start seated. There we go. Okay. All right, we're starting seated. And we're going to do, I don't tell which one it is. So, sorry for the folks at home, but one of our fire alarm batteries is going. So we're just going to have to, we will survive. All right. Let's see. There's a spot over here if you'd rather come over there. If it's too crowded up there. All right. So we're going to warm up. We're going to do some hamstrings and wide legs. And then maybe a little hip stuff in there just for fun. All right, so let's start. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to start with the small joints. We're going to extend the legs out, pull the toes back towards the chest. And then point and flex. So you can do both feet together, one at a time, opposites, whatever you like. Excellent. All right, release that one, and then we're going to do circles around with the ankles. And start with one at a time, both together, or go opposites. Excellent. All right, release that one, and then the next one is pronate and supinate. So the bottom of the foot goes in towards the center and then out towards the side. So back and forth. Do one at a time, both together or opposites. Motion is the lotion, as they like to say. Excellent. All right, release that and shake that out if you like. And then we're going to finish off the ankles with our windshield wipers. Two options here, just side to side or in and out. So this is going to maybe feel different in the hips, which is good. Challenge the different muscles that get kind of acclimated to what you're doing. Muscle memory. All right. Okay, shake it out, release that. Option to leave the legs out straight, or if you prefer, you can cross the legs. All right, next we're going to come up to the wrists. So we're going to extend the arms out in front, tuck the thumb or wrap the fingers and make circles with the wrist. And then you can get into bigger circles, elbows and shoulders. Excellent. Feels good. You can release that, shake it out. Palms together, interlace the fingers, and make figure eights. Excellent. And pause for a moment, pull the hands apart, switch which fingers on top. Excellent. All right, release that and shake it out. So let's do neck and shoulders next. So again, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to inhale. On the exhale, chin comes down towards the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, back down. Inhale. And exhale. Next, one more full time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Nice. We're going to inhale back to neutral and then exhale to the first side. Inhale center. Exhale second side. Inhale center. Exhale to the first side. Inhale center. Exhale second side. Inhale back to center. One more time each side. We're going to add the arm if you like. So ear towards the shoulder, and then that same arm comes out and over, and resting the hand on that side of the head. Breathing into any tension that you're finding. Letting the tension release with the exhale. Excellent. And then when you're ready, inhale, bring that arm up, head comes to center. Exhale, ear to the other shoulder. That arm comes up and over, resting the hand on the side of the head. Breathing into any tension that you're finding. Letting go of the tension with the exhale. Excellent. When you're ready to come out, inhale, head comes up, arm releases back down. Nice. All right, let's do a little shoulder here. So we're gonna inhale, forward and up, exhale, down and back. Excellent. And then reverse direction, inhale back and up, exhale down and forward. Excellent. Couple more either direction or straight up and down. Excellent. And release. All right. So let's do our spinal warm-up. So our 6 directions, starting with cat and cow. If you're seated cross-legged, you can put your hands under your knees. If your legs are out straight, hands under the thighs. We'll start with an exhale back to cat. Tuck the chin around the tailbone, sending the spine towards that back wall. On the inhale, rounding up, looking up. So we're reversing the curve of the spine. This is our back bend. Exhale, cat. This is our forward fold. Excellent. And one more time in each direction. Excellent. And then back to neutral. All right, our next 2 is the laterals, or side to side. So bring one hand down to the floor. Inhale, bring this other arm up and over. Exhale, bring it back. So just going as far as is comfortable to start. If you feel warmed up already, you can go a little deeper, or as you warm up, you can go deeper, or just stay where it's comfortable. Excellent. All right, let's do one more time each side. Excellent. All right, back to center, and then we'll do our gentle twist here. So we're going to inhale nice and tall. On the exhale, turning to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. So we're going gentle, keeping the twist in the upper half to upper third of the spine. Excellent. One more time each side. Nice. And then back to center. All right. If your legs aren't out in front already, go ahead and bring them straight out. And we're going to do our little counter pose here. So it's a nice little hamstring stretch. We want to keep the heels on the floor. So if you want, you can bend the knees a little bit. And we're going to do this dynamically, and then we'll do one at the end that's a hold. All right, here we go. So inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we're hinging at that hip joint, fold forward. Wherever you reach, tap down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, fold forward. Nice. One more time, inhale up. And then exhale down. We're going to grab the legs wherever you reach. Pull the chest forward and then roll down. Nice and gently. Take a couple breaths here. Excellent. When you're ready to come out, we're going to extend the arms over the legs. Push the legs into the floor. Inhale. Coming all the way up. Exhale. And release. Excellent. All right. Let's do one more thing here, and then we're going to come up to hands and knees. So we're going to do a seated windshield wipers with the knees. So hands come behind, and we're going to bend the knees. Feet in the mat, and then we're just going to do this gently. We don't have as much room here as we do when we're on the back, but we just want to give the little warm up to the hips here. Excellent. All right, release that, and when you're ready, we're going to come up to hands and knees. If you like a towel or a blanket under your knees, go ahead and grab that. All right, first order of business here, let's do our cat and cow. So we're gonna exhale cat, inhale cow. Looking towards the horizon without dumping the belly down. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Nice. One more time, each direction. And then back to neutral. All right, so let's do our spinal balance next. So we're going to extend one leg back. The opposite arm comes forward, extending through the fingertips and back through the heel. If it's too much to keep that leg up, you can keep the toes on the floor. Take one more breath here, and then release. Excellent. All right, let's go to the other side. Extend the other leg back. Opposite arm comes forward. Extend through the fingers, back through the heel. Excellent. Take one more breath here. And then release. All right. We're going to do tiger tail next. All right. So if you can't reach your foot, that's okay. Just extend your arm back. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to lift one knee up, bend at the knee. Sorry, lift one leg up, bend at the knee, and then the ankle is bent so that the foot, sole of the foot is up towards the ceiling. So this can be your pose right here, or extend that opposite arm, swing it around, And if you can, grab that foot. If not, just send the arm back. So if you're lucky, you might feel that stretch in the quad. If you don't, that's okay. All right, and then release. And then let's do the other side. So we're gonna extend the other leg back, bend the knee, sole of the foot towards the ceiling, extend the opposite arm in front, and then swing it around, grab that other foot. One more breath here. Excellent, and release. So let's do 2 cat and cow after that. The spine back to neutral and dynamic. Excellent. And then from here, because it's that kind of day, we're gonna do, if you want, if you don't, that's okay, you can come up to standing. We're gonna do downward facing dog to come up to standing, but if that's not gonna work, then just come up to your regular standing. All right, so walk the hands forward about a half a pace. We're gonna curl the toes under. On the inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. The ears are in between the arms. Top of the head faces the floor. And then if you want, you can come up and down on the toes. And then we're gonna take one more breath here. And then to come up, you can walk the feet forward or walk the hands back. So now we're in a forward fold. And then we're gonna bend the knees. Arms come out to the side, push the feet in, inhale. Coming all the way up, palms together, hands to heart. Awesome, all right. I'm gonna fix the screen a little bit here because it's cutting my head off. Okay. Better? Yes. All right. So we're vertical. We made it. Hooray. Well, almost.
On our way to success.
Yes. All right. So let's do our moving balance first, and then we will do our torture sequence. All right. So moving balance. We're going to start with palm tree pose. So feet can be as wide as the hip sockets, wider, whatever feels comfortable that you're not going to fall over. All right, so option A, just come up on the toes. Option A, option B, just move the arms. Nice axial extension. And then option C, put them both together, up on the toes, arms come up. That's our inhale, exhale, come down. If this is super easy for you today, come up and stay up for an extra breath. If it's not, just keep going like you were. Excellent. All right, let's do one more. Nice. All right, anytime you need to shake it out, go ahead and shake it out. And then we're going to do our other one. Let's see. We're gonna do opposites. Okay, so hands start out to the side. We're gonna lift one knee up, touch it with the opposite hand, and then back down. And then the other side. And again, if you are doing this and it feels really easy, add an extra breath. It's not easy for me today, so I'm not. Excellent. All right. One more time each side or finish off evenly. And release. All right. Again, if you want, shake it off, shake it out, sing a song, whatever it takes. So next we're going to do a breath, and then we're going to do half sun salutation. All right. So our breath is 2-part inhale, 1-part exhale. This is a lot of times we are shallow breathers and we're not getting the crud out of the bottom of our lungs for that oxygen, nitric oxide exchange. So 2-part inhale in through the nose, 1-part exhale out through the mouth. If you want to, you can add the arms. I'm going to do it just for demonstration. If you just want to do it without the arms, that's fine too. So it looks like this. If you want to join me at the same time, you can. If you want to watch first, there we go. All right, inhale, inhale, exhale. And you can do a soft exhale or a hard exhale since it's morning. If it's at night, nice and soft. Here we go. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Again, inhale. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. All right. You guys feel all crazy and excited? I know, it's just me. What we're doing next, half sun salutation. All right, we're just gonna do a regular one. So here we go. Feet are hip width distance or so, whatever's comfortable. We're gonna inhale, hands down, arms up. Exhale, arms out to the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the front of the legs. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands straight. Again, inhale. And exhale, swan dive. Soften the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms out to the side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands straight. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Arms out to the side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together. Hands straight. Nice. All right. Shake it out. Let's do, we're going to do tree pose, and then we're going to do squat folds. Okay, so tree pose. One foot flat on the floor. The other foot you can start with tripod, heel above the ankle. And then this hip is nice and open and relaxed. This hip is straight-ish, activating those muscles around that joint. Start with the hands at the heart. And then we're going to inhale and gray branches. You can do power pose, index fingers point up. You can do a Y, T. Move the arms, whatever you like, hands at the heart. Most important, we're breathing. I'm going deaf in one ear. Sorry. If you have your balance, you want to lift that foot up higher, you can do that. Just don't kind of fall out of position. And then when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully, shake it out. And then let's go to the other side. Heel above the ankle of the other foot. This hip is nice and loose and relaxed. This one is straight-ish. Muscles around that joint, nice and strong. Hands at the heart. We're going to grow our branches. Whatever position you like for this side, you can do something different. Whatever you like. If you have your balance and you want, you can lift this foot up higher. I don't, so I'm gonna keep it down on the floor. Keeping the breath going. And if you come out, know that you can always come back in. And when you're ready, coming out nice and gracefully, shake it out. All right, so now what everybody came for, squat folds, right? No? That's why I locked the door so you can't get out. All right. So we're gonna do, what's the order? Fold, come up, squat, come up. Okay. So let's use the arms. Feet are decently wide apart. We're going to inhale the arms up. On the exhale, we're hinging at that hip joint. Fold forward. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, we're going to squat. You don't have to come all the way down because we're going to come right back up with an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, come back up. Last time through, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, squat down. Nice. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, release the arms. That wasn't so horrible, was it? Oh, you guys love that one. Now we're gonna do warrior one, and then we're gonna do wide-legged fun stuff. Okay, warrior one first. So we're gonna turn one foot out, step the first foot forward, and warming up that foot first, or sorry, the knee first. So we're gonna inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. And hands can be on the hips or down by your sides, whatever's comfortable. Excellent. Push off, step back, or step that back foot forward. We're going to turn that foot out, step the second foot forward. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Excellent. Bend that front leg, push off, step back, or step that back foot forward. And then let's add the arms. All right, so turn the foot out, first foot comes forward again. Let's do cactus arms. Did we do that last week? That's right. We're gonna do them this way. All right, so here we go. Inhale, bend the elbows, bend that front knee, exhale back. Excellent. One more. Nice. All right. Step the feet back together. Go to the other side. Turn that foot out. Second foot comes forward. And here we go on this side. Inhale. Bend the elbows. Bend that front knee. Exhale back. Excellent. And last one. Nice. All right. Step the feet back together. Shake it out. I'm gonna turn my mat sideways. Options for you guys. If you just wanna go as wide as the narrow part of your mat. All right, the wider apart your legs are, the closer you can reach the floor. If you don't care about that, that's fine. Just whatever's comfortable, as long as you can get back up, right?
It's the law of diminishing return.
Exactly. Get too close to the floor, you can't get back up. All right, so feet are kind of pointed out a little bit. Hands, what are we gonna start with? We're gonna start with pinwheels. So we're gonna start with the arms out to the sides. And then we're gonna take one hand and on the exhale, touch the opposite leg wherever you reach. Inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale, other side. So this upper arm can come up or it can stay lower. Whatever works for the shoulders. And as you keep going, you might be able to go lower and you might not, and that's okay. Excellent. All right, we're gonna do one more time each side. Excellent. And then we'll drop the arms, step the feet back together, shake them out. All right, next one is rainbow pose. So again, feet are as wide as is comfortable. And we're gonna, if you have a block and you want to use it, that's fine. Or you can put a chair in front, or if you reach the floor, that's fine too. Also, a rolled up blanket works. All right, so here we go. So we're going to hinge at, all right, first we'll take an inhale. And then exhale, we're hinging at that hip joint. And wherever the arms are, that's fine. You can reach the floor or one of those other props, or just dangle. And then we're going to inhale, one hand comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back. Second side, inhale. And exhale. And keep a nice soft bend in the knees. Inhale. And exhale. Second side, inhale. And exhale. One more time, each side. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, last side. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Bend the knees. Hands come to the hips. We're going to come up with a straight spine. Inhale, push the feet into the floor. And then bend the knees, step the feet back together, or you can heel toe or hop. Okay, last one is half sun with the wide legs. And again, as wide as is comfortable. You don't have to go super wide, that's totally fine. If you have any back issues, I'm going to suggest doing our regular arms out to the side with this. I'm gonna do straight arms. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're gonna inhale. Exhale, we're hinging at those hip joints. Inhale, halfway lift. Coming up to that halfway point. Exhale, bend the knees. Arms out to the side or arms by the ears. Inhale. And then exhale down. Nice. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Inhale. Arms coming all the way up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, done. Nice. Bring the feet back together. Shake them out. All right, let's do, we're gonna do a high lunge. And then we'll see what's after that. All right, go back this way. Oh, then we'll probably come down to the floor. Okay. All right, so for our high lunge, there's a couple of different ways to get into it. Let's do it this way. So we're all gonna step forward together and then inhale the arms. All right, so we're gonna step 1 foot forward. If you want, you can be just on the back toes or heel down, whatever your balance is up for. And then we're gonna inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale down, and then step the feet back together. Let's go every other side. So we'll step the second foot forward, and then inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms down, step back. Go to the first side, step forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down, step back. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Step back one more time each side. Step forward. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. Last time. Last side. Inhale. Exhale. And step the feet back together. Excellent. All right, check it out. Let's head down to the floor. And we're gonna do a bunch of stuff on the spine. We'll start seated and then do some stuff on our back. Okay. So if you, everybody's down already. I was gonna say, if you wanna come into a squat, you can do that, but never mind.
You know what, we're quick.
Yeah, you guys are smarter than me today. Probably every day. All right. Let's do our open and close twist here. So we're gonna bend that right knee, right foot comes into the mat. Extend that left arm over that left leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale in front of or behind that right leg. Right hand behind the spine. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. Excellent, and then we're gonna unwind. Left arm over that left leg again. Open twist, so we're gonna gaze is gonna follow the thumb, opening up towards that back wall. Going just as far as the thumb with our gaze. Excellent, and then on the exhale, bring back to center. We're gonna switch legs and arms. Extend that right arm over that right leg. Inhale, extend, feel the whole spine lift up. Exhale, in front of or behind that left knee. Left hand pushes into the earth. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall.